Welcome to another episode of That's Fire, bro. Today we got two special guests, Chiquito and Joel.
Yo, what's good? What's good?
How y'all doing? Everybody feeling good? Everybody feeling good? Good?
You know the vibes.
You know the vibes.
You know the vibes.
This episode, we're going to touch base on sports, NBA playoffs, a little bit of baseball, see everybody's opinions and shit. So, anybody watching baseball lately?
We were watching the Yankees. A little save last night.
I mean, not the Yankees, that was Chapman.
Well, yeah, Chapman, but still.
How do you feel about the Yankees?
I mean,
Being a Yankee fan. I'm a Yankee fan. I'm the biggest critic.
we know that.
Definitely know that. We definitely
You're talking about Judge right now if you want.
Nah, Judge is having a good year so far. So, he sprained some shit. I ain't going to say what he could sprain, but, you know.
Yo, Stan got like, what, 3 bombs in 2 games?
3 bombs in 2 games, yeah.
Oh, why y'all look at me?
Because that's your boy and you
That's
denying it.
That is not my boy. He is not a Yankee, but of course, I want him to
He
do
has a
well.
uniform, man. He got number 27.
I want the ring. Like,
Why is he not a Yankee?
he's a
I don't know
bitch.
your beef, so you're gonna have to explain that.
You
You're gonna have to
honestly
explain
don't
that.
know.
I don't.
So my
I'm
thing with
done.
Stan, right, is he is the exact opposite of what I consider a Yankee player. I think he's a bitch. I think that in front of a crowd, I think in pressure situations, he's not gonna come through. Last year, everyone's like, he finally played well. Yeah, no fans were in the stage. Of course he played well. I cannot stand that man. He comes up and has some of the worst at-bats I've ever seen someone that makes that much money have.
I mean, you gotta realize you're playing for New York. You ain't playing for another team.
Exactly.
You're playing for the
That's my
team
point.
that gets the most criticism. The team, like, you know.
Exactly
He ain't
why I
playing for
say
no
he's
regular
not a
team.
Yankee. He is an MVP caliber player back in Miami.
But do you feel like he's not that good?
I think he's an MVP caliber player in Miami where it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but like that's a little unfair because if we go based off of that, a lot of Yankee players on the roster aren't Yankee players.
That's what I'm saying.
We just knock him because he's getting 300 mil. I get it.
Example?
Well,
Give me an example.
Gary
of
ain't a
someone else.
Yankee.
Gary is.
Gleyber Torres is not a Yankee.
Okay, but listen.
Aaron Hicks is not a Yankee.
Aaron Hicks is not a Yankee. I'll agree with you on that.
Gleyber Torres ain't a
I
Yankee.
think Torres is a Yankee. I just don't think he's a shortstop of the Yankees.
I don't think so.
I could agree with that. Yeah.
Sanchez
I agree with that.
was a Yankee until we realized that dude just wants to be lazy. Like that's just the epitome of not being a Yankee. Like that's how you're not a Yankee.
I don't know.
Is
The
laziness.
whole thing with the Stanton argument for me is just like, I know your dislike towards him, but it's like last year, that was literally our only bright spot in the playoffs.
Exactly my point. So it's like
literally.
I get he gets hurt, but it's like when he's not hurt, he tends to do good.
Does he?
sometimes. Bro, we just saw last year.
Can we talk about the first season? He deserved that money from that first season with us. He was fully healthy. He deserves the money he makes.
He had
You
37.
gotta realize it's
Does
the
he
first
deserve the
season.
money he makes
First
is what I ask.
season.
Exactly.
He
First
got
season
the
in New
jitters.
He
in
had,
New York.
he had 37 bombs the first year. He had a
That's
to a lot
so
of
cute.
Hold on. To a lot of players, that is career numbers.
That is so.
A lot of players would wish they hit that
Of course.
that year.
Yeah, but he's not one of the
Jitters,
players.
like we said.
Of course.
First year's pinstripe. It's not for everybody. Different cloths. You ain't built the same.
He had 37 bombs. What did he do for us in big situations?
I get it.
Because I think 20 of those bombs came while we were
I
up
get
10-0.
So then we could
'Cause
bring.
we'd be up 10-0 and San
so
Juan
we
had
could
won
go
500 feet.
So we could go a little bit in the past and bring up A-Rod.
Okay,
That's
but hold
my
on
first
before we even switch, right? Also, we're paying how much for this guy?
3 something.
Can he play the? Can he play
Actually,
the
no,
field?
we're paying 250.
Does he play the field?
No. It's cool.
Why? Because he sprains his back swinging a bat,
get it.
and he can't play the field. This guy is built like a fucking truck and falls.
Not just him. They have a
But
couple
he wasn't
players.
like that in Miami. Like when he was when he had to play the field in Miami, he was fine.
Yeah, but when he played left field for us, do you guys remember that error he made?
No,
On a
I
regular
know,
slow ball
but
hits him?
but I feel
Oh,
like
yeah, I
that's
remember
more
that.
so because
Yeah.
I remember that.
he came into the Yankees and it's an American League team. He's going into it probably thinking like, oh, they're just gonna have me play DH. Like Gardner's a better fielder than him. Hicks is a better fielder than him. Judge is a better fielder than him.
I'll give you that, but at the same time, at some point, you just got to perform.
I agree, but like
You have to perform.
I agree with him in the sense that maybe like it wasn't all his fault. Like the Yankees are like, bro, you're gonna be the DH.
Mm-hmm.
So when he does play the field, he's like, yo, what? How do you do this?
But
man?
that first season, he
That's the
started
thing.
off in the field.
I understand
Yeah.
his point of view because at the same time you're getting paid a shitload of money. You gotta be able to, like when
plus-
your numbers called on, you gotta play the field too.
It's
But
not just him though.
No,
a lot of
no,
players
of
all over
course
the
not.
league.
It's
just like-
everywhere. It's just for me as somebody as people see him as a reigning MVP, and guess
He
what?
is, though.
He's not even a top 2 player that we talk about when we talk about winning on the Yankees, is he? You talk about him?
No.
Is he a top 3? He makes 300 mil not to be a top 3 player on our
Top 3 as a
team?
player? Yeah.
On our
I'll give
team.
him third.
You give him
I'll
third?
give him top 5.
Bro, without him last year in the playoffs, it's a dub.
What did we do in the playoffs?
As far as we went,
It was because of him.
it was because of him.
You gotta give him
Everybody
that.
else
You gotta
gonna-
give. You can
you
hate on
gotta
you
give
hate,
him
but you
that,
gotta give him that
you gotta
credit.
give him
You gotta give him that credit.
Again, I'm very hard on him strictly because what he does as a performance is not enough. It's not enough for the type of caliber player he is.
What do you
for
want him to
people
do?
expect.
What do you want him to do?
I want an OPS of 950.
Who has that in the Yankees?
Judge
Okay.
every year,
Okay.
except for the.
Well,
the last
we
year,
know that
it's
Judge is a better
900.
hitter than him.
Okay.
No, we know Judge is a better player than him
Okay,
when he's healthy.
but
when he's healthy. We all agree on that.
Judge is giving you both sides of the ball. Well, that's one, right? So this guy came in and he was supposed to be our best player. He has never once performed as our best player. This guy's making $300 million.
In the playoffs last year.
Never performed as our best player.
In the playoffs last year.
Okay, so he had in a 60-game season where who was our MVP last year? Jose Abreu. What's he doing this year compared to last year? Because 60 games is absolutely
That's
nothing.
unfair. That's like saying the Lakers won because there was no fans. And it was short.
But it
That's-
is
that's
fair.
unfair.
And you know what the difference is? The Lakers cut how many games? How many games were cut in that season?
It was.
We cut more than half the season in baseball.
I get it, but like if we, but like
60 games
just
is enough to
just to
make-
touch on the Lakers real quick, it's like saying the Lakers won because there was no fans. It was a short season. Yada yada yada. Look at the Lakers now. That's the only reason they won. See, they can't win in full season. A lot of people would give you that. Like the Lakers only won because of that. Look, they can't stay healthy if it would be the whole 82 season.
The way Stan played last year, if he does that again this year, he's been very good this year. Like he actually hasn't been very bad. This is what I want from Stan. But for someone that makes that much money, and for someone that's supposed to be a cornerstone of our team, he's not doing nearly enough. And that's just bottom line. There's no stretch of
But
imagination.
I feel like we all criticize that just due to the fact that it's because of the dollar amount.
Also,
That's it.
in big,
It's the dollar.
of course, it's the
That's it.
dollar amount.
Because
But-
everybody else is
But
trash.
big moments, he doesn't come through either. It's time after time with that man.
That's a baby A-Rod.
Yeah, and
Baby A-Rod.
I gave A-Rod a lot of shit for that when he was a Yankee.
I mean,
I did. That he had that 1 year. A-Rod won us a championship.
look at Francisco Lindor. What do you get? 340?
340, but you know what the difference between Lindor and the Stanton situation is? Lindor has really been on the downslope for like 2 years.
Not worth that.
Exactly.
Stanton was worth it at the time.
Exactly.
Okay.
So he comes from being an MVP
Yes.
to underperforming.
Lindor was not even near an MVP. Didn't even have numbers near to Stanton.
Agree.
And got more than Stanton.
Agreed.
So it's like,
And
I get your
who's
point
feeling
on
the
it.
pressure?
what?
Lindor.
Of course.
Yeah.
That guy,
100%.
what did he say the other day? How about you guys get into a batting cage and figure it?
That's
You
just
are a
being
major
stressed out.
league
Yeah.
player, bro.
That's being stressed out.
What?
The thing was, I don't know. So that's like saying Judge gets 300 mil, then it's like,
The Judge doesn't deserve 300 mil.
okay. But if you were to get him, because he probably can.
He probably might.
Somebody's gonna give it to him.
Someone's
If
gonna
the
give it
No, 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 no. I
Yeah,
think
but
the-
that's
no,
just
I
the
think
market.
the Yankees.
That's just the market cap of the whole game.
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, yeah.
There's
In
so much.
general,
Like,
everything's-
I agree.
everybody's getting paid.
But I'm
Like, what do you project that Tatis is gonna get? I mean,
No, he got paid
He
already. 3 and change.
Yeah.
Soto's getting close to 400.
Soto.
if he
That's what I
stays
meant to
healthy.
say. Soto, exactly.
close to 400.
Close to 400 if he stays healthy.
I mean, yeah, definitely 350. I would say. At least.
And at the end of the day, he's worth it. But let's just say he gets that 350, 400 contract, and he's trash after that. Everybody's gonna start criticizing.
Of course.
But, I mean,
But at the end of the day, that's what he's worth right now in that position.
Well, really, you're not worth that. It's your projection making you worth that.
Expectations.
So, like, Stanton's years were supposed to be much better than what they've been.
the thing,
They
exactly,
have not
because
been.
you're going to Yankee Stadium, it's a smaller ballpark.
Yeah.
We said he was getting 70.
Bro, he had how
It's,
many?
it's a
how
smaller
many-
it's a smaller ballpark, but the fan base is completely.
That's what I'm
Of course,
saying.
a lot of players don't want to
You're in
play
New
for
York,
York.
bro.
That is my point to he's not a Yankee. I think if he leaves the Yankees, we get close to old Stan back. There's a lot of
guess.
pressure playing in the Yankees. I don't think everybody can deal with that. That's why I said shit like Cole. Like I was skeptical on signing Cole at first. After that interview he had, I completely changed my mind on him because his mindset is a Yankee mindset. That dude, I had him all the way fucked up, and I agree. He deserves that.
100% on that. But I just, the whole stand thing is just like, I get. So who you think is going to win? Who's the best team?
in baseball.
Baseball.
You can't not mention.
Who's
the
your pick to
Dodgers.
put all your chips on the table for?
If I gotta bet everything I
Top
have,
five.
Now,
Top
give
four.
me- yeah,
Top four.
Nah, not top.
Top four.
Top four.
Dodgers and Padres are up there.
Dodgers.
Okay.
I would agree with that.
In the American League? You already gave the Nationals. National League.
American League, I would probably have to say. I don't even know off the top of my head. Let me see.
Pinstripes?
I mean, For me,
Toronto?
The Yankees are the most inconsistent team.
that's what I'm saying. Like
Toronto?
Like it hurts for me not to say the Yankees, but like teams like Toronto, Tampa, they look so much better than
Kids are
us.
inspired. A lot of them kids they raking.
That's what I'm saying. Like look at last year in
I got Yankees, White Sox.
You know what it is for me.
you see the White Sox look good too because they have Yerman who came out of nowhere.
Tampa,
Yeah.
Tampa just grinds out wins, bro.
And that too. Like
They just keep grinding them out. Every time I don't want to believe in them, they just keep grinding them out, bro. They grind.
that's
out
what I'm
wins.
saying. Like in a that's what throws me off because like in a let's say another 7-game series against Tampa and New York, I feel like Tampa has an edge.
It's a full
in that.
season.
Sad
this
to
year.
say, but it's
a
true.
full season
It's-
now.
But you know what?
A lot of teams
That's
kickstart after midway.
That's true. I mean, we still have to see after the All-Star break too. So.
Well, look at the Red
And
Sox.
playoffs,
I think they're dying after the All-Star break.
for sure. Yeah, they're one of those.
They just don't have
They have a little
that
streak.
power to sustain all of that.
Yeah, they don't have the pitching staff.
And honestly, I don't know how Tampa's winning.
But that's been the issue with Tampa the last how many years?
Yeah, but they had they had Morton, they had Snell, like they had key players.
But
They're gone.
their bullpen was a big part of that too.
Yes, but like that lineup is like you look at the lineup and you're like,
But
what
that
the hell?
lineup continues to hit, and you know what? They're coached solid. I'm not gonna say super well because he's made some
He's
questions.
like he broke it down. He's like
Solid.
solid. They're coached solid. I mean, their bats are coached solid. The way they do their lineups, though, I don't know, bro. Like that guy obviously knows how to light a fighter. Like I wish we had something like that on the Yankees because we go through games where it's the saddest thing.
I think
to
if the
watch
Yankees
us
don't make it or get kicked out the first round, Boone's gone.
Boone has to be. Gone.
Should be. In my
I mean,
opinion,
at that point-
he should be.
At that point, there's not much else.
And Cashman might get the boot as well. Cause bro, like what the fuck?
I said the Yankees just start opening the checkbook up again.
Yeah.
Like old times.
Well, I said it's because the son is broke.
You got money.
Not literally broke, but like he's
Oh,
cheap.
Yeah, he don't wanna
but that's
play.
what I'm saying. It's a more mentality type of thing. Like with Steinbrenner, it was that. It was more so like
Blank checks.
Yeah,
what you want here?
He was going to open that
We'll
checkbook.
pick you up from the airport. What you want?
He was going to open that checkbook because he knew that all that money was going to be returned once they won rings.
Mm-hmm.
So it didn't matter. All that revenue was coming back regardless, however much they spent.
Do you think they signed a big name?
No,
Free agents are gonna be crazy this year.
no. I think that
That's
the
a lot of-
Yankees are
that's a
saving
lot of
A
all
lot of
their money.
shortstops, all the short except Lindor signed. Everybody else.
I mean,
I think that the Yankees are saving their money for Judge because of the money we're paying Stan, the money we're paying Cole. I think Judge is going to be our next big. What we paid LeMahieu, I can't see them.
Or even a starter.
I can't see it, bro.
we need more pitching. That's for a fact.
I mean, I said it at the beginning of the season.
We
We
have a lot
had
of
Garrett
ifs.
Cole and a prayer.
We have a lot of ifs.
Garrett Cole and a
You
prayer.
can't buy players though.
That's what they did.
We have a lot of
legitimately
ifs.
bought some prayers.
What?
We have a lot of ifs in our rotation. Like Domingo was a what if.
Domingo Savvy. Montgomery's pitching good though.
He is.
Monte has been
But like,
pitching.
is that going to happen all year?
No.
And through the playoffs?
But for him to pitch like a number
Yeah.
4 or number 5, it works.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Like just hold that
Like
down.
that's where I miss like a Tanaka, like who he could do whatever all season. I don't care. He could go 0 for 20 all season, but in the playoffs, I know he's gonna give me a good
Should have
start.
signed Bauer, bro. I called it from the get go.
Listen,
Should have signed Bauer, bro.
I'm not even gonna lie. I've almost like fallen in love with Bauer, no homo, but because he makes
Wrong button.
Hold on, this is the button.
There it is.
because he does. I don't know if you guys have seen them, but he's been doing vlogs on YouTube. So he
About what?
like
Just like in general?
daily life as a pitcher.
Oh, okay.
As a pitcher, like he shows behind the scenes stuff, all that stuff. Like he goes through all his routines, all that stuff.
He's a hard worker. I'll give him that.
He works crazy hard, but like coming from his point of view, because he gives you like a little behind the scenes, you see like that kid wants to win. That guy wants to win.
I mean, shit, bro. You in L.A., you playing for the Dodgers.
That's what I'm saying. And like
love
going
his
into that,
attitude.
What?
Passion.
Attitude, bro.
It's that passion.
that's
love
what I'm
it.
saying. He goes into like pressure situations and he can handle it. Like if he would have,
That's a Yankee.
Can we, yes,
if he
100%.
comes to,
There it is.
if he
There it
comes
is.
to New
Gotta put the
York, he
clapping shit
performs.
button.
100%. So let me ask you guys, talking about that and how Bauer is and how Tatis is. You guys like the showboating?
Of course, I love
Yeah.
that shit, bro.
I fucking love it.
Yeah,
I
I'm
fucking
talking
love
shit.
it.
How I see
I was
it,
talking
talking
about-
shit. You just gotta back it up.
I was talking about this the other day.
He struck Acuna with one eye closed.
That's what.
I mean, it just sat
Disrespectful.
bro, looking, bro. I love it.
Disrespectful.
I
That's
love
Of
it.
course, bro. It's amazing. Like I said, I was talking about it the other day, right? Out of all the rules in the regulation that MLB has done, the only one that I side with them is the whole catchers thing at home plate.
Yeah,
For sure.
Don't run into the catcher because of injuries and stuff like that. I get it. Don't block the play. But it's like, bro, showboating, like, I love it, bro. Like,
Yeah, and he talks about that all the
amazing.
time. He talks about like when people hit home runs off of him. He's like he loves the showboating.
like when you guys remember when he got taken out the fucking game and he lost the ball to the fucking center field? Yeah. He was pissed. Like, I was like, oh, come on, man. You're like a little petty for that. But like the showboating, like him showboating and then Tatis showboating and him like, yeah, I respect it because we both do it both ways. I was like, all right, cool.
You see, that's what I'm
Like,
saying.
that's dope.
If he's the type of
Like,
person
don't
who
hit him, bro.
dishes it
Strike
and
him
he can
out.
take it.
I love it,
It's a
bro.
Challenge is a challenge.
I think in sports you should be able to show all the emotion you want. I love it. I love Tatis hitting a bomb, staring at it, throwing the bat.
Unless
You gotta
you
be
like, unless you
competitive at the
go
end of the day.
disrespectful, like.
I do a backflip, throw that shit, dugout.
Yeah, but backflip ain't disrespectful. It's just like I'm just saying, like you backflip, fuck you, and then you like, yo, I'll be like, all
Backflips
right.
are more like a
But-
normal thing now because it's like
Yeah.
like when Tim Anderson
Acuna did a backflip on a fucking walk, wasn't it?
But the thing is, to
he
me,
like, bro, the fuck?
fucking
my personal opinion on it, from playing sports, you know, in leagues and for school, fuck that, bro. I'm gonna say whatever the fuck I want on the field.
No, yeah,
That's what
I'm
I'm
saying
gonna
how
keep
people
it.
drag it. Like
Aspect.
I'm gonna go with the obnoxious Yankee fans, the obnoxious Red Sox fans. I've been to City Field Met fans. It's like, fuck. what you
Keep
saying?
it in the
Fuck you
sport.
to the
Yeah,
the player.
they drag it a little
You
bit.
saying fuck you to the-
They
like,
drag it a
bro,
little bit.
The dude is doing his job. He's like, what you want him to strike out? Like you do because you're the fan, but like he has to perform. Like the fuck.
But keep it in the baseball field. I don't care. After the game,
course.
that's when your sportsmanship shows. Yo,
True.
great game, guys. You know, whatever
That-
it was,
that's
even
what I was
blowout,
gonna-
whatever.
That's what I was gonna mention to Danny, just being a former pitcher, former athlete, baseball
know the
player
vibes.
over here. You know,
Retired.
yeah, retired.
I'm retired early, you know.
I was just gonna ask you like about the showboating aspect from your point of view, just because you were a pitcher. So
Like I said, yeah, I used to see with the couple games you guys won. Y'all saw a strikeout. I was yelling. I was putting my head down. I was hyped.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I said, you just got talking shit. Back it up. You know, it sucks me talking shit and somebody goes deep on me. Because then I'm like, damn.
With
But yeah, that's all the pump, your passion, the adrenaline. You know what I mean?
I will say the Yankees made me a very boring baseball player.
Yeah.
I didn't showboat
They don't
until
do-
I went into
Tyler.
like
Nah, we used to talk our shit.
Tyler
We
Austin.
used to talk our shit.
oh my gosh,
I didn't meet
Tyler
him.
Austin.
But watching the Yankees, they're always so professional. So when I grew
all
up, bro,
bitches,
I would hit
Clemens.
bombs, bro, in high
Clemens
school.
used to yell at people.
I wouldn't watch it at all. I would hit the ball and start sprinting, bro. Like I would not stop. I would hit an absolute bomb and just start.
But
running.
in general, as a kid, that's how that's the right way to
Yeah.
play.
Oh,
the ball
for
and
sure.
blue gang it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew he wasn't catching that ball. It was off my bat. I just knew it.
The passion, the emotion of it.
And I would run and I would get to third base. I wouldn't
Like,
say nothing because my fat ass was only making it a third. I wasn't making it all the way home.
It gotta go over.
Yeah. So for me, like I would get to third base, I would literally get a standing triple, bro, and I would walk in. I'd walk into the dugout and then I'd talk my shit. 100%,
Get
bro.
water.
100%, bro. I'd get to third base. I look at my teammates. I'd be like, yeah, and then I'd walk in. I'd be like, let's fucking go. But besides that,
Yeah, but that's within the game. Like I remember when Danny was when Danny played varsity, I would always show up to the games. And this one game, I'll put him on the spot. I showed up late. He gave him 3 home runs in the first inning.
Nah. You see, I'm gonna put myself under the bus. Whatever. It was 3 back to back.
Back to back. Yeah. It was 3 back to back to back. Yeah.
I don't want to like use that as an excuse. It was windy. The first one he clipped it. The first one
going out to
No,
center.
like-
Nah. The first one he clipped it was a nice solid line drive. Like off the bat, it was gone. The second one, it was the lefty. It was like a long pop up, but like it just kept going. And then the third one was that as a pop up to the left fielder, and like you literally just saw the left fielder like, oh, what the fuck, and the ball just went over.
So going
Like literally, like just back to back to back.
so going to the showboating. So that happened, man. Whatever. So that game ended. So what was it? The playoffs? You guys?
That
faced
was
each other?
Monday because I not to talk shit, but I was in a month starter, so it was Monday, Tuesdays, and then we played Thursdays. So that was a Monday start. Thursday we were up in the 6th inning, I believe it was, with bases loaded.
Run the table.
Oh, my fault. Bases
Passion,
loaded.
it's the passion.
It's the
You can't
passion.
stop
Yeah, I'm gonna
passion.
talk my
passion.
shit. It's
Yeah.
memories.
Stop
It's
that.
memories, man. Bases loaded, 1 out. The big lefty's up.
It was both of them. It was the one
I know,
before
I
the
know.
lefty and that one.
No, but the lefty. Oh yeah, you're right. The kid was up and it was a lefty. I threw Monday, so I had a couple pitches in me. Coach told me, "Yo, what are the odds you come in right now, shut this shit down?" I was just like, "Shit, fuck it." I was so hyped and so pumped. I went in there, struck them both out, and I just stopped and looked at them.
No, but you got to say the full story though. So it like you guys been to the field, right?
Yeah.
Oh, not. I don't know. I think
don't-
you didn't
oh,
go
yeah.
to Brownwood. You went to Brownwood or no?
They were talking shit.
I didn't go
No,
to Brownwood, but I've
the
seen
one I
the
went to
Brownwood
was an
field.
away.
Well, Brownwood is 2 fields like side to side. So if you're playing on this field, the other fields they're like both catches are opposite. So the night games they would warm up on the empty field, like whoever's coming back in the bullpen. So Danny starts throwing, and when the coach was like saying to him, "Come in," the other team started barking like, "Oh,
Yeah.
he's
I
pitching. Oh,
remember
it's a
they were
wrap.
literally like,
Oh,
"Oh,
we
he's pitching, he's
got him."
pitching." There's a park behind the fence on the field. Like they were like, "Oh, put a kid in the park. You gotta put him in the park. This and that."
So the whole Brownwood team was like, shit.
Boom! I struck out the first kid. The lefty, I had him 2-2, and I remember to this day, I threw him a curveball that he like, I'm not like he roped it, but it went foul. 2-2 count, 2 outs, bases loaded. I remember I threw him a high outside fouls when kid swung, missed. Boom, inning
It
over.
was like they won the World Series.
Like
I like
every
the
like that shit was crazy.
Like that's passion. So it's
fire,
like you
though.
tip your hat to it and
See,
shit like
now
that.
I'm doing backflips off the mound if that's the case.
Throw the glove at the fence. And shit.
we ended up winning that series 2-3.
No, that's a passion about it. Yo, let's talk NBA. Let's talk NBA.
It's a crazy sport right now.
How we feeling? I know you hurt. I'm sorry. Sorry for your loss.
Listen.
We had a diehard Knicks fan. I'm sorry. He was hyped over one win, but they had to just curse out
Nah,
Trae Young, and
no.
he was
I'm
clipped
sorry.
after that.
I'm sorry. Julius and Tom Thibodeau. One thing I got to tell you. Yeah, take those awards back. You don't deserve them.
Tom Thibodeau, yeah. Tom Thibodeau,
He
yeah.
does. He does.
Julius,
but at the
I
same
don't know
time, he
about
doesn't.
Julius.
Yo, I've never been so mad watching a sport in my life. You know, and I also have money on the series as well.
Oh, that's how you mad.
Not-
how you
it wasn't a crazy amount, but it was to a Nets fan as well. He knows who he is. I don't gotta say his name.
Bragging rights. He's
Tell him how you paid.
Wait, how you paid?
I paid. I was petty about it. So I was gonna pay him in quarters, but I was like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I was gonna pay him in quarters, but I was like, you know what? Let me not. It was only $50, but I was like, you know what? Let me pay him in singles because you know I was like,
been there.
yeah, right.
I remember that day. So Kim
No,
was
I
like,
won
yo,
a bet. I
stealing
won a
money.
bet, a Super Bowl bet, and it was $100. The dude pulled up to the bodega with 100 singles.
He looked at me. He's like, "Yo, I was Steven money," and I was like, "I bet how much is it?" He's like, "Oh, it's 100." I was like, "All right, cool." I figured he's gonna give me like 100.
Yeah.
Put out a stack.
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh."
That's what I'm saying. I was like, yo, if I'm gonna lose, I'm gonna be petty about it, and I
would've
gave
done
him
the quarters, bro.
I know I should have, but thinking
Do
back
like
on it,
Samsung when they sent the truckload
And
to
like
Apple.
a bag.
of 5
I wouldn't
cents.
even pack them. I would
I
have put them in a
would've said- I
bag.
would've
A
said
little
nickel.
goodie bag.
because they had the rolled ones.
Bro.
I should have gotten the rolled ones and opened that shit
like a
up and give it
Ziploc
to
bag.
the Ziploc bag.
At the end of the day, hey, you're paying your bet.
That's
Exactly.
facts. You can't say nothing.
But point is, I lost that bet, and then the Knicks are just they played fucking awful. But
Me as a basketball fan, that was crazy. I did not expect that. I mean, I thought the Knicks were winning the series. I'm not a Knicks fan, but I thought they were winning. I thought Julius Randle was. I thought he was going to eat. Who was supposed to guard him on that team?
I had the Knicks losing in the next round.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
okay, you see, that's understandable. Like I would have agreed with that
But
as well.
the Knicks did one mistake.
What?
That was FU Trae Young. It was clipped after that. That's
what are we
baby
talking
Steph.
about? The New York fans, they're crazy here, bro.
That's the thing, and
They're
like
crazy.
I've
Can't
watched
talk
Trey.
the talk, you can't
Like
back it
I've
up.
watched Trey Young since like he was in high school.
Yeah, me too.
And he's all about that.
Don't
Like
get me wrong. I don't think he's a superstar. Like I'm like
No,
like
he's
an
not.
elite superstar.
No, no.
But he's good.
he's an all star.
Yes.
he's an all star. But that's one thing he loves. When fans talk shit to him, that hypes him up.
I think he did the same thing in high school. I think
Yeah.
they yelled overrated to him, and he absolutely torched the team.
Yeah, and then he did exactly what he did at MSG. He took a back.
Took a bow.
And like
Yeah.
the thing with me, like I felt like since all the Knicks fans were wilding, like FU, Knicks taped, yada yada
Bro,
yada.
we won one game
They-
and we're chanting we won.
Exactly.
Maybe I want-
So like the team, I personally feel like the team got pressured OD. Like yo, of
course.
we need to win, and it's like Trae Young was like maybe next time.
And bro, you have like Shaq on TNT, all time great big, talking about Julius after that first bad game. They're like, he got to step it up the next game. You can't tell me he's not hearing that.
He gets in your head, 100%.
That's what I'm saying. So like, I think it just got to them, but I mean, it wasn't. We were going from not making the playoffs to 4 seed, so
I also
all bad.
I also want to put some of that blame on Thibodeau too. I mean,
Telling you,
Tibbs' offense is just miserable. Julius had a great year, and for some reason, if you watch those Knicks games, I don't know how much y'all watched it. Every possession started with Julius at the 3-point line. Why? Why?
Well,
Why did he never get a ball?
That's why I would
15 feet
always
away?
get tight at the Lakers for fucking putting AD at the 3-point line. I was like, bro, like the fuck.
That's one thing.
Remember Chris Bosh from Miami? When I used to get heated, bro. I'm like, why is Miami lizard? I mean, fucking Bosh lizard ass at the 3-point.
I mean,
but
he
you
could
know
shoot the 3.
But you know what the difference?
But you're
was?
big though. You're the only big they got.
because he was playing the 5.
But the difference too is Julius was their best passer during the season too. So now Julius is getting the ball at the 3-point line, and he's trying to go downhill on a team, and it's not working. Get the ball 15 feet away. You have so much you can go from there. Force the double. Just being a normal basketball fan, you can read that little stuff. Julius Randle is struggling. Get him away from the 3-point line.
I just feel like they put so much pressure on him to score
For sure.
and assist.
Yeah.
Because when he couldn't have shots, he made horrible ass passes.
Yeah. And that's
Or he didn't even make passes.
That's the thing about Julius is that throughout the season he was doing a good job of that. If he wasn't scoring, he was giving the ball to whoever was open. He was finding somebody. But I mean, he did that series. I don't even want to talk about it no more. That series hurts me.
All right, so let's switch it up. Lil Baby, Lil Durk, 153K, I believe it was, first week. Big L or dub?
How much?
153, I think it was.
153. I mean, compared to the numbers that people do now, I think that's a.
Was it needed? Did we need it? Did we need that?
You want me to
For them?
You want to hear my
Little
Yeah,
Durk,
did we need that album?
in my opinion, Little Durk needed it.
No. We
In my
as
opinion.
fans, did we need that?
no.
Not me personally. I'm not a huge Lil Durk fan. Lil Baby, here and there, but
What's your guys' take on Lil Baby?
Danny's a huge fan.
Huge Lil Baby
I
fan?
feel like he is
Low key surprising to me. Not
the
gonna lie.
top rapper.
Hottest in the
Now,
game.
hottest in no, not the top.
Number
Not the top.
one
Not
right
the
now.
top.
Say, not
Not
over
the
your
top.
man.
Sorry.
Not
I'll
over
take
your
that. I'm sorry. Everybody else. Don't be blowing up
Take these
DMs
candles
and shit like that.
Take these candles back.
The hottest in the game right now.
Number one right now.
I vibe to him. I do feel like he gets repetitive a lot. Flow, bars.
Not the word.
Huh?
That's not even. That doesn't even kind of scratch the surface of what Little Baby is. But
What
sure.
is he?
Lil Baby is easily the most repetitive person. Like, it's not even kind of, it's repetitive. That Little Durk album, we were playing it on the way here. I didn't know what song I was on.
Like they
Well-
just mesh together.
Exactly.
They sound exactly the same. You don't know if the beat is switching or if they're switching songs. It was crazy to me. And Little Baby on a feature, I will go to that. That I want. I want Little Baby on a feature. His own music, nah, I'm good. You can hold that for a little while. I'm good on it. I don't care to run to that.
Same thing. How I don't know, Lil Durk. Lil Durk. If I see him on a feature, I will listen to it. But if you tell me you'll listen to this Lil Durk song, I'll be like,
Not running to it. I'll download it. And like when I'm bored, I'm gonna listen.
So we didn't need the album.
I don't think so.
Not for me.
Not for me. I
Not
think-
for the like that's what I said. Not for the fan base, but Little Durk definitely needed the album to boost him. Little Baby didn't need it, 100%.
I
I
think-
feel like he just helped him out. Like, hey, bro, I got you.
Let me ask you that.
I mean, let's make some noise. Like, honestly, that's what it was.
Let me
Also,
ask-
too many songs.
Yeah, 18 songs.
Let
Like,
me
That's
let
a
me
lot
some
of
shit. Yeah, it was like
rappers
18,
now.
16,
That's a
some shit like
lot
that.
of rappers
let me
now.
go with this one. Is Lil Baby overrated?
To me personally,
Yes, to you.
yes.
Why?
I don't think he's good at making his own music, but I'm not going just off of that. I think that's just today's rap game. I don't know how many rappers today, and I'm not talking about, take Kendrick Cole and Drake out of it. I don't know how many rappers can throw me an 18-song album that I will enjoy.
No, but I'm saying like talking about today's game. Like in today's game, like you think he's overrated
No.
amongst his peers.
No.
Well, that's what we're saying because we have to go with that. Like people talk shit about all these other artists that try to jump on the wave. An example, Drake, but it's like, bro, you got to stay relevant.
Because I think he's overrated in the sense that people are saying he's like an all-time
God.
great artist.
Oh.
Yeah, like people.
Lonzo.
But that's what
Lil
I'm
Wayne.
saying. But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We almost got into an argument because of that shit.
The
But like
comparison-
Like, don't you ever say that shit.
But that's what I'm
ever in
saying.
your life.
It's also
No.
depends on the person because Lonzo thinks 21 Savage is
He thinks Future is the greatest.
Yeah, I know.
rapper.
Yeah.
Y'all heard the interview when Lil Wayne thought 21 Savage was a group?
Yeah.
He was like, I
Lil
thought
Wayne the
21
He was
niggas,
like,
he's like,
21
those niggas got 21 rappers.
I gotta ask this question though. So Danny, that's like your feeling on Lil Baby? He is on Lil Wayne's level?
Nah.
Okay, I
we
was
still
about to
we
say-
still got some time.
I was about to say that.
We still got some time, but if he keeps
He-
progressing the way he's going, I mean, you gotta give it like a couple years, obviously. You
I
know
don't
what
think
mean?
I don't think Baby could control a year the way Wayne controlled the year.
The way I see it though, like Lil Baby doesn't have a
He had
Carter
18,
3 album,
19.
let's say for instance.
Okay.
He had 18.
Times are different though. That's like just real quick. Do you think if a Carter 3 was to drop in today's game, would it be as big?
No.
Would it be as hot?
From Lil Wayne, it depends. Like let's say
That's
music-wise.
that material of like that
Yeah,
art,
that no.
that album.
no,
like,
because I don't think if it comes from somebody else, it's not gonna have the same effect.
true.
Like if a better question would be like, let's say Lil Wayne, let's say that album drops this year from Lil Wayne.
The
And
same exact album.
yeah, like the Carter 3, like it
Yes.
never came out back then. It comes out this year. I still think it has the same exact effect.
The album's crazy. But I will
think?
actually
I think so.
To go a little bit against Chiquito here and to give Baby a little bit of credit. Today's music is just taken completely different. We had to go out and buy the Carter 3 and you were listening
No, I bought
in
that
your
shit.
car,
I fucking bought
in
that
your
shit.
stereo.
Fuck,
Now
I'm
it's
downloading
quick
that shit
download.
off LimeWire.
now it's I'm up at 12. Oh, let me download this, hear it one time before bed, wake up, hear it
the
while
same,
I'm getting
though.
ready, hear it on the way to work. Okay, I've heard this album 4 times already. Out next album.
It's not the same.
That's the way
Like that
music-
rush of you playing, like you hearing that first second in your car. Like I hear songs and albums like at 12 midnight, and then I'm like, oh, it's all right. Then I gotta like ease into it, hear it like week.
Well, you
after
see,
week.
that gets me too. Is like now everything is so like everything is like
Digitalized?
readily. Yeah, everything is like readily available. So like people
you don't get the hype of it.
Yeah, no, like people be
Like-
giving like a full album review half an hour after it came out.
Yeah.
How is that possible?
It's not even
You
half
need
an
well,
hour.
time
don't get me wrong.
digest. Like,
Yeah.
I'm that type of critic to an extent. Like I could tell you from jump if the album is trash. Like in my personal opinion.
Yeah, it's like sonically, if it
I'll be like, oh, no, it's
sounds,
trash. Or I'll
if
be
it
like,
sounds bad or doesn't like catch your
Exactly.
ear right away, then
or
I
I'll be
understand
like,
that, but-
let me give it some time. Like the Weeknd's album, I was like, it's okay. I'm like, let me give it some time. The Bad Bunny one, let me give it some time. Then it's like, oh, it's a good album. It's a great album. It's a bad album. It's whatever.
But how many artists today, and I'm including everybody here that can rap, anybody that can make music, how many artists today can make a good 20+ song album?
Nobody.
That's
not even,
Nobody.
not even, you don't think
that's
Drake?
crazy.
No.
That's
I'm
crazy.
shocked
The
you didn't say
Weeknd can, Drake can, Cole can, Kendrick can. I,
Like,
I-
no.
I- Kendrick should
Can't
be.
like being able to and actually doing it are two different things.
Well, succeeding at it, should we say?
succeeding. at it.
Succeeding if it,
Like
if it
at least
was
half the songs. Are
if
bad.
it was to happen, yes. But Scorpion, I haven't heard Scorpion since the month it dropped.
Really? Like
I've heard-
no songs on it,
No. Like Nonstop is my gym song. Mob Ties, gym song.
but like I actually
Oh.
played the album through.
But like the album 1 through
Can I,
25.
can I ask you, since 2018, what album? An album that dropped at least in 2018, what album do you still go back to and listen to the whole thing? I want answers on that.
Wait, since
there's no
28?
such
Wait,
thing.
wait,
Nothing-
what?
nothing was
Since
the same?
2018
Since 2018.
till now,
was the
like
same.
album 18, 19, 20,
I
21.
mean, nothing was.
That
Nothing
that
was
came
the
out
same?
2018?
No.
Wait, you're saying before 2018?
No, I'm saying
That
the
came out
album
2018 to
released
now.
in 2018.
To now.
Oh,
An
18,
album
19,
that
20, 21.
released-
I thought you were talking about like past. I was
Hey,
like,
hold on.
An album in the last 4 years that you're still running to.
I mean, I listen to a lot of Latin trap, so I'm on Bad Bunny.
Besides,
phase.
I mean-
besides that,
Roddy
I like-
Rich, maybe for me.
Roddy,
The Weeknd's album,
Roddy Rich.
Yeah,
Okay.
his most recent.
The Weeknd's,
the last weekend album.
shit.
It's just
I
there's
want
not.
people to tell us what the fuck they be listening to.
Yeah, I would love to know that. I
From
want to hear.
2018 to now, like,
I'm
shit.
talking about the whole album. I'm talking
yeah,
album. I'm not talking about 2-3 songs. I want to know what album are you like? I'm putting this on and listening to because I don't think anyone listens to that.
Wait, album of the year this year was what? The Weeknd?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Last year?
fair.
Last year, who was?
One of the few
Wearing his
people. The
rings.
Weeknd, by the way, is one of the few people, and I did not like his last album like that. One of the few people that can give me 20+.
No, just going.
Don't
with
like,
that.
you don't like a bell?
No, I didn't like
Abel?
that. I didn't
Abel,
like
is
that.
it a bell or Abel?
Abel.
Abel?
Able? I don't think
Able?
it's Able?
Like being able to? No, it's
No,
EL.
A-B-E.
It's a bell. It has to be
A bell?
A-B-E-L.
Yeah, but it's pronounced.
Hold on, what the fuck are you guys talking about,
His
bro?
name.
His name is
ABEL.
yeah.
Is it a
I
bell?
was so confused, bro. I'm like, what the fuck are these guys talking about?
I'm pretty sure it's pronounced Abel.
Abel? Abel.
So he's one of the few people that could drop a 20-song album and it'll probably be good. I did not
How
enjoy
many-
his last album.
How many songs was that album?
It was in the teens. It was in
Yeah,
the
It was in
teens.
the teens. It was
As you can tell,
But
I don't
he's
listen to the whole
he
thing.
dropped a whole 30 piece. Him and Chris Brown have
Well,
dropped successful 30 pieces,
Chris Brown dropped like what was it, like 40?
and it was good.
I didn't listen to the whole.
It's-
I'm not a
it's
big
tough,
Chris
but
Brown.
it's-
Yeah, I was gonna say to everybody's own.
I'm not running.
No,
I
it
mean,
was
we're not
14.
running, but
14 and he did the deluxe and added like 5 more.
Okay.
So like, give me that. Well, I mean, you guys listen to Scorpion?
Yeah.
not
Like,
anymore.
Now?
Yeah.
No, not the whole thing. No.
Man, like I don't listen to
I mean,
that.
tell you
I
what, though,
listened
when
to, like, 4 or 5.
COB drop, everybody gonna be running to that shit.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
of course,
I mean,
100%. It's the
that's
album.
gonna be that
Yes,
album.
do you have some inside information for us? Since
Some leaks. Any
Yeah,
leaks?
can I
what's
have
going
leaks?
on?
I had a
What's
couple
going
leaks.
on?
One of the songs.
He's
it was
working
like-
out. That's what it is.
like,
You gotta give him time.
Drake fucking working out. Like,
You gotta give him time. He's trying to
what
get
the fuck?
brolic for the videos. You know what I mean?
He's
I'm
dropping
waiting.
candles. He's not.
Bro,
he's dropping
I
fucking
was-
candles,
dropping
dropping
candles.
gear.
You don't know how
Features.
you
He's
don't know-
building the hype, though. I'll tell you that.
Of course,
If
but
that album is
Yo, but-
trash,
but how
oh
mu-
my
how
god,
much-
that's gonna be
Ex-
disappointing.
Exactly.
That's-
How much hype can you build? And then, granted, I highly doubt this happens. But what if he flops?
What are the odds?
Not very, very slim. But I'm saying, just playing devil's advocate.
What's your
here,
prediction
What?
out of 10?
Shit, 300K first week. That's a
No,
flaw.
No, your
it's-
prediction rating out of 10.
I'ma say like 8.5.
Didn't Drake do more on that 3-pack than
140.
than these
Than
guys?
most people in their albums.
First one,
Exactly
three.
my point. He's not gonna flop, but
Yeah, I mean numbers wise, Drake's not flopping.
But coming from a
But
fan,
music wise, we don't know what we're getting.
coming from a fan, we tend to drag. certain
I'm
songs.
expecting a downfall. Nobody else is expecting a downfall from Drake. It
it
hurts.
me. Yeah, it hurts, but
It hurts, but
He's
y'all
too
not
high.
expecting
Yeah.
a
In
downfall.
In my opinion, he's already too high.
I don't think so.
He won't drop.
I just hope for a good mix of like
Everything.
sad. Yeah,
I will tell you
like
this,
a little
though.
Marvin's Room, a little nonstop in there. You know,
I will tell you this: out of the last 5 songs that he's been on or that he's dropped, I probably only listen to one, and that's
don't
because
listen
it gets
to-
me hyped. Wants and needs.
you don't listen to Seeing Green, Nicki Minaj's album.
I like seeing green.
If it's on shuffle, if I'm looking to bump something real quick, I'll play it.
But
But,
I'm not-
like for me to like be hungry for it, no.
What's next grew on me. I mean, that's just Drake's
Don't
music
like it.
for me. What's next?
Lemon Pepper was cool because of the bars, and it's just like, yo, it's a
I
vibe.
still like Lemon Pepper.
I'm over
Yeah,
it.
I like Lemon
listen to
Pepper a
it still.
lot.
Rick Ross
Laugh.
bodied
What is
that.
it? Laugh now,
Rick-
cry
Rick
later.
Ross bodied that.
Laugh,
Yeah.
laugh
Yeah.
now, cry later.
Yeah.
Heard it twice. To this day,
But you
you
don't
know-
like it though.
I do not.
That's all, in my opinion. That's
Can we
all.
be,
That is too commercial. Like
But we
it is
got-
too commercial.
But we got to be fair. Some of this music isn't meant for what we're doing these days. COVID honestly stops a lot of these musics from getting
That's
bigger.
true.
Going
Wait,
to,
what?
Look
going
at
to
the
a-
Bad Bunny
Wait,
album.
what?
Going to a club it's a different type of reaction for songs.
When you hear some of these songs, when you got
When
a
we
little
go
liquor in you, is different.
in a club, it's a different situation.
Okay,
At
but
a
Laugh Now
party,
Cry Later doesn't get played in the club. I get it. So you're saying that's because of the pandemic?
That song, you think that much money into a song? He put money into that song. You think that song wasn't supposed to be everywhere being played?
But that's what
You
I'm
think
saying.
that was an in the house song?
it wasn't
honestly.
able to
Laugh
be
Now
in
Cry
the
Later?
clubs.
Yeah, that was an in the house song. You saw the money he spent on that video?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying though. Like it just doesn't catch my eye. Like I'm not
Lil
gonna picture
Durk got
myself.
blessed
I'm
on
not
that
gonna.
verse.
I'm not gonna picture myself
Lil
in a
Durk
jet
got
ski while
blessed.
bumping it.
I think that
You listen
feel-
to the Bad Bunny 200 millas por hora.
Yeah.
You'll actually picture yourself, yo, in the Caribbean on a jet ski, boot ganging.
Yeah.
With this, is like I
Was that was out? That was out.
That
that
was
was before.
like-
That's
that was before.
But I
Yeah,
think we
but
gotta-
like he said, to the extent of COVID, because Bad Bunny's the new album, Yo Me Da La Gana, whatever that shit's called.
You saw the he looked at us, he was like, "What you just say?"
Yeah, I know what I mean. Yo Perreo Sola. Yo Perreo Sola in the club.
Imagine how much.
Imagine that song.
All those songs. I mean, granted, they're still going now. Like people still bug out when you play it now, but like none of those got played in the club.
Yeah.
Like now is when stuff is starting to open up.
Open
a
up
little more.
slowly.
Yo Hago Que Me De La Gana in the club is a different album.
They gotta like say it.
He said that shit little by little. I couldn't even say it. He said it like,
Yo, that whole album in a club is a completely different album.
Of course.
We listened to it at home, and that's what he said about the newest album he dropped. He said, "I'm giving you guys something for at home," and it's true. It was a completely different vibe.
yeah, it was a dope vibe too. I'm not gonna
It's
lie.
a different vibe. It's a slower vibe. Like you can't play everything in the same scenario.
Of course. And like the he said it with the last album. Whatever the fucking what was ending. El Mundo. I forgot what it was. El Último Tour del Mundo. He said everybody was saying that we're in a pandemic, so I gave them an album to be home chilling, vibing.
Yeah.
I agree 100%. But going back to Drake thing, you think he's really on a decline?
It has to happen at some point, right? It hurts to say, but
I think he's on the decline. I think he's on. He's on. Bust.
You can't say he's on it now though.
That's
He hasn't
tough.
released anything.
Yeah, you got.
I think he
You
is.
got an album waiting.
Tough.
You gotta wait till
I think he's
album
on
comes
the
out and
bus,
then you say it.
but the bus is going slow.
But you know what the problem with Drake is too? He'll be the type that's going to drop an album right now, and we will say, "Oh, this album's a 6 out of 10," and in 3 years, we're going to say this shit's a 9 out of 10.
Sleeper.
What is it called? Views. Views is one of them.
Views is one of them.
He got so much shit for Views.
bro, Views is like.
Okay, but you know how much shit he got because of one, how long it was, and
Well, that's because a lot of people don't digest the albums.
but
That's
what I was
like
saying
if I go
before.
halfway through an album and like I said, and I'll be the critic and be like, "Yo, it is garbage. It's not worth it." Then that's my personal opinion. But like, I'll be like, "Let me play with it." Views has a couple fucking songs. Here's the thing.
I love Views.
Here's the thing with most fans.
That's one of
That's a good
that
album.
might
Go-
be one of my favorites.
A lot of fans want bangers, want street music. A lot of people don't like being on their back, but it's like that's where the sleeper
That's
album
now.
comes into
Drake,
play.
but
I like
Drake's
a good
always
mix.
Drake's always forced you to do it. I remember when
Yeah, but like
one
if
day-
you listen to a soft ass song, you'll be like, "Oh, he's soft again."
But yeah-
5 years later, yo, like
I remember this specific thing from Views. Views. One Dance was not on Views. Which one was that on?
Yeah, no, one day.
It was
Yeah,
on.
it was.
I remember when that album came out, Views came out, and I remember seeing a video, and the video was this girl walks into the room and she's playing One Day. You hear this with Drake, and he's like, "Yo, shut that shit off. That's just trash." And then it literally said 5 hours later, and the guy was dressed up, dancing in the room
what
to
I'm
it.
saying.
Like
That's
that's
how it
really what
is.
Drake does.
well, I think that happens a lot because the fans, like you've seen the meme when it's like 0.01 second into the Drake song. Oh my God, this is fire.
Yeah.
A lot of fans tend to hype those songs too much when the songs aren't that hype, and the
That's
songs
what
that
I'm
are
saying.
hype don't get hyped.
What I was saying earlier with like, because everything is through your phone, Apple Music, you get that shit right away. Like, it goes vice versa. Either you could have somebody at 12:05 say, "Yo, this is the best song ever," or "This shit sucks."
And
So
then
it's
there's
like,
people-
it go vice versa.
There's also people that just go on and say it's bad to say it's bad.
That
Haters.
too. I mean,
100%.
Haters.
But Drake being on the decline, the reason I say that is because I don't know how much of the leaks you guys have heard. I've heard a couple just running into them, and it does not sound like music we're used to.
I don't like to listen to any.
I don't
So
either.
that's my problem.
I don't either.
Out of all the leaks that I've heard, it's like
It's not music we're
I was like,
used
what the
to.
fuck is this?
That's why I said
I don't like to listen to it just because I feel like a lot of the times they aren't finished or something.
No,
like
yeah, but it's like I heard and I'm like, yo, I really hope the album is not this or half of it because it's
But
just
you
gonna
see-
be garbage.
At some point as a fan, so you would rather him stick to shit that is going to be more generic and you know is going to hit, or do you want him to go out there and make music that in 3 years you're going to go, damn, I was wrong about
Make
that
the
album."
music, make actual music.
So you'll be disappointed now.
No, I won't be disappointed because I'm that type of fan. I'm not the what's next type of fan. I don't like that song
That's
because I know that song
straight
is
for the
gonna-
club.
Exactly, that song from here to the winter, it's gonna die.
No.
Maybe not, it's Drake, but like to me, it died already. To me, Laugh Now, Cry Later died to me.
But that's a lot of that is because it's not being played in the club.
Yeah,
Or
and
there's
Not
it's
even
no
that.
clubs to
and
play
this-
it.
Not even that though. You have a phone. You're constantly on Apple Music, on Spotify, whatever. Like Wants and Needs is a good song because Lil Baby like did help the song out. Like the flows and like if you're in the gym or you're working out, like
Body
the adrenaline just.
Body bag.
But if you watch the top 10 and like songs, it's really tough for a song to be in that top 10 or in the top, let's say top 5 for more than a week now. Like so much music comes out so fast, bro.
Unless
Look
you're
at the,
nice.
I don't know if you guys follow the Instagram page, but the rap Instagram page will always release like music coming out tomorrow. And it's never 2 or 3 things. It's a list, 15
Well, yeah.
people deep, albums, songs. So you
It's
have
competitive
so
now.
much.
Artists are getting pressured into dropping music at certain times.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to drop when I drop,
Exactly.
because you might get shut down, or we might get shut down by him.
Yeah.
So it's like, yo, shit. How
And
we gonna
that's a
drop?
lot of the fear that people have with Drake. Nobody wants to drop the same weekend as him.
That's a fact.
'Cause
Everybody, you gotta drop now.
Even if
You're
it's
gonna drop an
trash,
album,
even if
drop
it's
it now.
trash.
You selling
Yo, hopefully
zero
people
albums.
dropping shit hear this shit.
Drop it now. Don't wait.
Drop.
Yeah.
Drop that shit.
And you got to be weary. Drake's dropping a lot of Instagram pictures. He's getting ready. He's
Yeah,
getting
I'm
ready
saying,
to
bro,
drop.
it's like
He's back on that.
I don't
like-
want that hype to like. Oh my God. Like
Are
it
you
was
guys
mid.
Kendrick fans?
No.
He's very lyrical. I give him the respect that he
I do
deserves.
listen to him
I'm
all the
just
time.
not
just waiting
that big
at
of a
this point.
fan.
Yeah,
He hasn't-
because he hasn't.
He's more
dropped.
like gospel,
He just
like
doesn't catch my eye.
political. I'm not really into that type of.
I'm not a fan, but I am a bigger fan of Cole over Kendrick.
Cole's my two. Drake Cole for me. I've always loved Cole.
If
I had to pick, I'm picking Cole.
you see, it depends.
I like that. I like
if
that.
you're giving me
That's
like an album like Damn, I take that over J. Cole.
I mean, that was a great album.
I take that. But like To Pimp a Butterfly, let's say, not my favorite.
You know, like Forrest. What is it?
Forrest Hills- no, I love
like,
Forrest
Come on,
Hills
man,
Drive.
that shit's
But-
classic.
But you
J-
see, like, I don't know. That's,
J. Cole, though, the reason J. Cole is my two is because he's probably the one rapper that's very different from everybody else. Like, he's never really doing what everybody else does. It's like his music. It's always his music. His last album was a very J. Cole album. It's exactly what I expected. It's exactly what I want from Cole. That's why he's always just there for me, because he literally
see, like,
does what he does.
Speaking of that album, Lil Baby's feature on
Crazy.
on what is it called? Pride is the Devil. Mm-hmm. That to me is an amazing Lil Baby feature. Like that's
I get what you were saying about it. He'd rather hear like there's a lot of artists that are better on features than their own songs.
And that's
okay, like
crazy.
they're tiring.
Yeah.
3 minutes of you.
Like, I
just
can't listen to
mumbling.
a full
like Dembo.
Lil Baby album.
You can't sit and listen to a whole Dembo.
No.
From like I'm a mother, like bro, like it's cool, but it gets annoying.
If you in the club,
I actually love them both, so that's actually very
No,
dope.
Yeah, I was
but
gonna say
like
it's everybody's songs. I'm gonna
no, I'm talking about like one
Tell
them,
everybody song, you know
like
what I mean?
those Dembo songs that are literally repetitive. Nobody else. Like like unless you're at the club, but when you're gonna get to that same verse, you're gonna be like, okay, next. We heard it
it depends how much liquor do I have in me.
Yeah.
at the club, bro. At your house.
no, okay. If I'm in my house, I'm not listening to
That's what I'm
it.
saying.
I mean, you're right.
What tier do you place J. Cole at?
Oh, he's top tier. For me.
tier.
No. We have to.
You're not getting the tears.
We're
You
at
guys
a
are not
table.
getting
It's
the
us
tears.
four right now. We sitting at the table right now.
So you got
Who sits at J. Cole's table, or where, or like what table
What
does J.
table
Cole
does
sit
J.
at?
Cole sit at?
So I have Kanye, Jay-Z, and Drake and God. That's my God tier. I don't think anyone else is sitting at that table.
Three seats.
Tier
Are we-
one.
We're talking
Cole.
in general or active right now.
In general.
Okay.
I mean, we're not gonna go like
I'm not gonna
R.I.P.
start naming
Biggie,
everybody.
Tupac, like R.I.P.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna get them in.
I'm not going in with everybody. But for me, Kanye, Jay-Z, and Drake sit at one table. Next set is Kendrick Cole. That's for me.
Really? So you got them too?
Top two?
I have him tier one, God tier, and then tier one. That's tier
Where's
one.
Lil Wayne?
You know that every single Cole album except for this one's platinum by himself, no features. That's an impressive feat.
Where's Wayne?
Wayne's in that tier.
Where's M?
Eminem, yeah.
Where's 50?
I'm not a big Eminem fan.
Eminem has all my respect in the world, and he belongs in that tier one because of what he did in the early 2000s. It was crazy. I mean,
Like now, I ain't listening. Did you listen? What was his last album?
the Marshall Mathers LP2, which was
Revival
not his
or some
last
shit?
one. I thought it was one of
That
the
one was
worst
pretty good.
albums.
His last one was
What was the album that he dissed MGK?
What you see? Why are you fighting with fucking MGK?
And why did MGK body you?
What was that album?
Maybe he needed the clout.
Wasn't
I heard that shit because I
relevant.
wanted to hear what the fuck they were talking about. That's all
don't know.
the shit I heard.
I'm not huge on Eminem. Honestly,
Oh,
but
Eminem.
But Wayne and Cole sit together.
Yeah, to me, yeah. How can
That's spicy, bro.
What about that makes you say no?
meaning you
'Cause I
think
just-
Wayne should be higher?
Yes.
I just feel like they don't sit at the same
I'm
time.
They don't
surprised you
set
didn't
it.
put Wayne higher. To be
I,
honest,
Exactly.
Lil Wayne was
They
my
don't say
favorite
that.
because he's
my-
the person who really put me on to Lil Wayne.
I love Lil Wayne, but Lil Wayne's run was not long enough for me to put him in the God tier.
Oh, that's
But
damn. That's like winning 4 MVPs back to back, bro.
that's what I'm saying. But that run was
Fucking
Okay, but
elite,
who,
bro.
who has the Jay-Z, Drake, and Kanye run?
I get that.
right.
Who has that? I just want to know
Who's
who has
closest?
that run.
Who's closest? Who's closest?
I mean, it would be Wayne and Cole.
Cole?
Cole has 5 albums that went platinum with no features.
I think Wayne's closer.
Wayne had a bigger impact than
Wayne getting a little
peaking
disrespectful.
through-
We on the steps. We on the steps.
Yeah, Wayne-
What step they at?
Look, Wayne.
We're going up the steps.
I'll give you guys that. Wayne is one step closer than Cole because what he did for music overall was a bigger impact. But you cannot deny what Cole does. All you
Of
gotta
course,
do
no,
is
no,
look
we're
it
not
up.
denying
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Like I
we're
said,
not
I'm
denying
not a Kendrick fan, but like we agreed to.
Like
what he
I'll
is.
respect this
fight
dude.
for Cole all day because what he's done, bro, it's crazy. It's crazy what he's done because no one talks about it. But he drops. What promo did he do for this last album?
I get it.
How many days did it take you guys to listen to it?
Not the same
I'm not a
day.
fan. I haven't heard
Do you know how much promo I saw for this
It's
little
digital
Baby
life.
Dirk album?
Yeah.
Do you know when I heard it?
Can't compare levels.
6
though.
days
Can't
after
compare
it came
levels
out.
though.
You
That's-
can't compare
compare
all
those
of them.
levels.
You can't compare them though. You can't compare them.
Okay,
to you,
yes,
Lil Baby
now.
is the greatest rapper right
now.
No, hottest
rapper right now.
He is
Whatever y'all
though.
wanna say.
He is
Hottest
though.
now, but you cannot
So-
compare him at any levels.
So how does it take me 6 days to run to an album that he's on?
That's just
That's your preference.
Exactly. That's your preference.
But at the end of the day, right now, you want a feature from the hottest rapper in the game right now, you're going to Lil Baby.
What'd you just say? Feature.
Hottest in the game right now.
Feature.
Hottest
Who do
in
I
the
want
game
a
right
song
now.
from? Who do I want a song from?
Because you're going to get more of a song.
Who
instead
do you
of-
want a song from?
I'm with you.
You're taking a Baby song over a Cole song?
No.
You're taking a Baby song over a Cole song? No. You're taking a Baby song over a Cole song?
Yes.
Crazy.
Yes.
Don't get me wrong. It's just like I'm not. You guys know this. I've never been big on that banger type of music.
Yeah.
Like I only like 6ix9ine just to touch base on him. Like I was never a fan. Yeah, at the gym, hell yeah, that should get you hyped. Or when we're at a party drunk,
You got to give him the credit. He
I
ran
know
that year.
I know a lot of people that talk shit on that man, but I partied with them in the club,
I guess had
And they
what was
were-
it, 100,000 views?
and they were
Oh,
hyped. They were hyped to all his music.
Yeah, I
So
know.
I don't want to hear nothing. He had everybody lit in New York.
That's
You can
cool
talk all
though.
your shit, but you got to
It's
give
cool
him
though.
respect.
But I
for
remember
years.
Joel was one
Gotta
of
give
them
him
that he
respect.
said the kid is hot right now. Not a fan of it. Don't bump him like that. If you, like I said, at the end of the day, we bump certain music because it's hot. CJ Whoopty, not a fan of him. But come on, we all bump that shit. We all have bumped that
It's
at least
getting
once.
tiring.
I will say for the 6ix9ine part, that first album that he dropped, the first album ever with Gumbo, I did not listen to a single song.
Gumbo?
Gumbo, whatever it's called.
Gumbo?
Gumbo. I thought it was Gumbo for some reason.
We're talking about Dumbo in
So
Brooklyn.
by the time his next album dropped, though, I was definitely listening to him much more. I mean, that music in the party setting when I wanted to get hype at the gym, it was just I couldn't deny it. Like it was crazy at one point. But after everything, I have not seen anything. I don't watch anything. I've not listened to a single song.
I don't know what he's been up to.
I don't know what he.
No. You know his time is done. Like it's,
Talk so much shit. He could have bounced back. He went the wrong way.
Nah, I don't think so.
Could have bounced back. First
never
song he
saw
dropped
it.
when he got out, bounced back. He
yeah.
He said, "I'm a rap. I don't give
Yeah.
a fuck. Y'all still gonna listen to
That's
me," which he
true, that's
did.
true.
After that, he
That's
started
always a
talking
little
shit. He
catchy.
started running around Meek Mill. He made
I
himself
heard the
look
song.
bad.
Saw the video. It was fire.
I
I
promise
Fire.
you, I did not.
I saw that video.
saw it. It was fire.
The video
I ain't
was
gonna
freaking
deny it.
fire. I don't care what anybody
I ain't
says,
gonna be
that
the
video
hater and
was
say
fucking tough.
the song was trash. I ain't gonna be that hater.
I never listened.
I'm
to
gonna just
it.
be like, yo, the
Comment.
song was
A lot of
legit.
fake asses in that
A
video.
lot of fake cats and a lot of paint all over the fucking thing.
The editing was on point.
I heard there was
The
a part.
spacing.
I heard there was a part where he turned his face into a rat.
Yep,
That's
that's what I'm
hilarious.
saying.
That was
That's
fucking
spacing.
funny.
So much
Talk
props to
this
that.
shit.
I gave him that. I was like, yo,
So-
But then
that's
after that,
hilarious,
he
but
went.
never
He
on.
went down. He went back at it again, and that's where he lost it.
Yeah, I had
If he would have just shut up, stayed, dropped another song quietly, but he just
remember-
lost
I
it.
know
That's
multiple
all.
people
That's
like,
all he
"Did you
knows
see?"
is just cause chaos.
Yeah,
That's how he got
That's-
popping.
Yeah, but not anymore because after everything you did, you know what I mean.
do you think we're gonna get a crazy album this year?
No.
Drake.
You think it's gonna be crazy?
I mean,
I am talking about like shit.
Yes,
God,
hype.
dang.
Wait,
Regardless,
y'all didn't give your tears though.
What do you mean?
I was the only one that gave my tear.
I don't say Kanye with Jay Z or Drake, but that's just my
Okay.
opinion.
Okay.
Yeah,
The
I'm
only
on the
two
same
that
boat.
said at the same.
Why?
The only two that said at the same table was Jay Z and Drake.
Why don't you put Kanye there?
I've never been that big of a Kanye fan. Like I said, I do give him his respect, everything he has done. I just feel like he's just not there.
Does he go one tier below or you drop?
Now he's tier 2. I'll give him tier 2, but he is not sitting at the table with Jay Z. There's only two people that can sit at the same table. To me, it's Drake and Jay Z.
Thing with me with
Nobody
Kanye,
else can
I
talk.
I'm
agree.
not mad at that.
I'm putting
Nobody else
Kanye, and Wayne on the same level. Tier two.
Tier 2.
Because not saying Kanye isn't good, isn't talented or whatever. It's just he fell off.
Yeezy
And
helped,
it's like-
Yeezy helped him a lot.
I will say
Kardashian curse.
And it's like saying, oh, that player would have been good, but he got injured.
I wanna-
at the end of the day, it is what it is.
I want to put it out there. Kanye is at that table for his producing as well for me. I'm not just talking about his.
I
I'm
get
not
it.
just talking
I
about-
understand
I
that.
c- I c-
but it's
Talking about his
like
producing.
Jay-Z drops a song today, and everybody's like, oh, shit.
His albums still have good impact for sure. That's why Jay-Z and the
I
years.
put Kanye at that first table.
Yeah.
Just for the fact that he has in my opinion, the best album.
All right, let me switch it up a little
Agreed.
bit. I'll put him at that table. Jay-Z's done eating. I come sit.
That's foul. That's so foul.
Maybe.
It's only 2 seats.
But
But yo,
that's
you're
foul.
done eating. I
You don't
come
have
sit.
more-
You giving him a little chair from the kids' table.
Now, I'm not giving him a little
I'll
chair.
give him a little plate. I'll give him a
hold
little
on,
plate
let me
here.
ask y'all.
He got to be at that table.
Who else?
He
does
has-
He's
Jay-
in the corner. He's,
else
at
is-
the corner of the table.
Who else is Jay-Z doing a collab album with? Because they're apparently were never super close. Jay-Z said he did that full business.
Well, watch the throne?
Why would Jay-Z do that?
Yeah, but I know, I get that. But I'm talking about like now. How long did Watch the Throne come out?
But that's why those guys are in that list is because that's still all relevant.
Yeah, but that's like saying LeBron's the best player, but he hasn't won an MVP since 2014. We know why we give him the accolades.
Listen, he got
And it's like-
snubbed a few years.
Exactly. And it's the biased argument of people saying there will never be another Jordan, there will never be another Barry Bonds, etc. It's like,
But also Bron's been averaging. This is my point, right? You can compare it to Bron. Bron's been averaging 25 plus points for 17 years.
Yes.
Drake 10 plus, Jay-Z
And-
10 plus, Kanye 10 plus.
yep, but it's done though. When's the last time he actually dropped something like?
That's not fair though.
That's
I know it's not
It's
fair.
not,
It's
but
not. But it's
at
like
that-
saying
it is what it is.
You're
You
saying
know what I mean?
LeBron 17 years, 25 plus, right? Do you think LeBron's better than Jordan? I'm asking you
no.
because Jordan won 6-0,
I
or
think-
just not.
I
He's not
think
better.
LeBron's failures don't allow him to be better than Jordan.
As in what? Losing to Dallas?
Losing to Dallas was one. Just the way he performed. It's not so much
Losing
the
to the
failure.
Juggernaut?
It's not so much the failure. It's how he performed. I actually don't hold that Warriors loss against him.
So you give him Dallas.
Dallas. I think right there puts him one below.
That's a big L.
That's it. Okay.
Because he didn't even average 20 points. He was non-existent. We were all wondering where the fuck LeBron James was. I don't think those are words that we would have had if he was going 0 for 50 every single game, but he needed to do
The only reason,
and
the only,
fight
the only
for
reason
that.
I'm saying is because when Eminem came out during his time, he was the best.
Yeah.
Different. So it's like his run got cut shorter than everybody else. Jay-Z doesn't make music, and we still praise him.
But also, a big part of that is Kanye dating a Kardashian too. That took him off the music scene.
But I'm sorry to say, but that's not a problem.
Yeah,
No, you're right.
it is
you're
what
right.
it is. You know what I mean?
You're right, but
But also,
That's like saying Drake
I don't know about
starts
you.
dating.
I don't know about you guys, but
Starts
like,
dating Kendall.
I always be thinking about it. Like, what happens if he never married her?
course.
Like,
No, 100%.
how many
Yeah,
more
100%.
classic albums would we have gotten from him?
But you also look at it as a business standpoint. Maybe Yeezy never got the clout.
That's true too.
Because you best believe Kardashians push that shit.
No, of course, and granted, good things came. I'm not saying like he shouldn't have married her or whatever. Like, obviously, good things came from that marriage. But
Did you listen to
music-wise,
the
it
gospel album?
no,
no, that's not music for me.
Okay. Did you listen to the album prior?
but
to
I
that?
don't even
Yes.
think we get that album now. I think he makes that album just not now. Like, he would have made that way further down the line. But I think we would have gotten way
It's
more
like
classic
the
albums.
thing I see it is like when a great player retires after 2 to 3 shitty seasons. Like, bro, you should have retired earlier.
Pretty much.
Rihanna.
The thing is-
Rihanna got fancy. Sorry to cut you off. Rihanna's top tier. And I don't know what level I would put her in the female side, but
She up there.
she's up there. The last album we got Rihanna was fucking great, a classic.
Getty
If she
said-
would have dropped
Getty-
something mid, it would have been like,
But
she
Getty
fell
said-
off.
Getty said
She didn't
dying
fall off. She
every-
just started making money.
I believe Getty's dying every day, little by little, until she drops that album.
But I gotta say this though about the whole Kanye part. Drake and Jay-Z are not in that top tier list only because of their songs.
I know.
They have a way bigger impact than the music that they drop on the industry.
Well, they write music.
People
they
want to
produce.
say. You said earlier, oh, Drake be hopping on songs.
Yeah,
Drake.
I mean, that's what people say. 'Cause they
Drake
be
blew
hating.
up Young Blue. Drake blows up artists. It's a thing.
So the list
Black
was like,
Boy was popping.
JB Blockboy, that
nigga,
song,
let's not leave the table, little baby. I'm sorry.
Little Baby, people.
That Drake feature cost a lot.
I'm throwing Lil
Lil
Durk.
Durk.
I'm not gonna lie.
Lil Durk.
First time I heard Lil Durk
French
was on that
Montana.
song.
Lil Durk's been extra big since that song came out.
I'm telling
right?
you.
He's
telling
always
you.
been there, but now he's getting that like mainstream.
Bro,
Yeah.
French
mainstream,
Montana,
that's
The
what I'm
Weeknd, like, bro.
The Weeknd's
Not saying they're not
I feel like
talented.
French just be chilling.
He put The Weeknd on, bro.
dropping a song with P Diddy allegedly. Sounds like a remix in my
Who that?
opinion. French Montana.
Probably. He don't be
I thought
making.
he dropped an album today. Or something.
I feel like he don't
Or a
be
song.
making.
They're allegedly saying it's the song of the summer. So
I absolutely
we're
love
just-
when French and Drake are on a song. I absolutely love it.
just
They
gonna
are-
let
I feel like that's all French
country-
aims for is just yo. Let me get a song of the summer and be out. I'll see you guys
Say,
next
alright,
summer. I'll
drop-
see you guys
dropping
next
it over.
summer.
I'm just saying, just going back to like that,
But
that
yeah.
tier level shit.
That's why I have Kanye there because his producing.
Up there,
He is. I'm not saying he's not, but
No,
I
no,
told you
no.
what
Like
it is.
he's at the top
Hey, bro,
table.
you're done, like-
He's with Jay-Z. He has
Only
to
got
be with
two.
He
Jay-Z.
has to be with Jay-Z, bro.
He eats after. He eats
He
leftovers.
changed-
That's crazy.
So why do we? All right. So
leftovers.
why do
He
we?
has-
Why do we sit Jay-Z there? The only reason I'm sitting Drake at his table, I'm calling it Drake's table. I don't care what anybody says. Any Jay-Z fan, I don't give a fuck. If you say it's all digital shit, it's all the streaming, I don't care. The end of the day, numbers don't lie. Even if you are a hater, you are going to listen to Drake. That is your problem to give him the number.
If
So-
anything, streaming hurt.
Yeah, I mean,
100%.
yeah, but it's like Drake is there. What is it? 12 years? Give or take 10, 12 years.
yeah.
So it's like like past the Beatles, bro.
I mean, I don't know.
History, like
Beatles is
no. I'm
Beatles
saying
are
like he
Beatles.
says that shit. Like what is it? The most slaps in the Beatles, the most awards, all that shit. So it's like, so why we put Jay-Z at that table?
Jay-Z had a very similar impact just earlier on. We were much younger.
Oh, yeah.
Jay-Z's impact
they
was
weren't
crazy.
giving out no. What,
No, I agree. I
artist
just
of
want
the
to hear.
decade?
I agree 100%. I just want.
Yeah,
I just
they
want to hear
weren't
your take
giving
on
out
that.
that-
I want to hear your take
That's
on it.
I'm pretty sure that's a new award that they made for Drake. Artist of the decade.
Oh no, yeah. I just want.
Plus,
no,
when Jay-Z was
That-
doing
that's-
that,
That wasn't the first
that's
year.
been no. That's
Yeah,
been
no, it
happening.
wasn't the first
I
year.
don't
I don't
know
think it
shit.
was the first
See,
year.
so that's what I'm saying.
What?
So from
Shit.
2000 to 2000,
Who won the
Fucking
last one?
illiterate.
Then?
Rap didn't get this love back then.
What?
Rap didn't get this love back then.
Yeah, but from
game sold.
2000, 2010, 50, Nas, J, M, Wayne, 5 top level rappers.
What years was Wayne's run?
7.
You give him 7 years?
No, 07. I'm sorry.
07 to what?
You see, because then Drake comes out in what 09, 08?
Yeah, but Drake wasn't hot. Drake started
No,
getting
no,
hot
no.
at 11.
Lil Wayne, yeah, I was gonna say Lil
Well,
Wayne. Drake.
but what was Lil Wayne, like 3 years and he went to jail?
I was after that. I was after that.
Was that after his run? I thought No Ceilings was right at the end of his like.
No
real
Steelings
run.
was like 09.
Right at the
This is
end.
what that
Because that's when Drake.
I gave
was. That
I gave
Justin
Wayne
when
3,
he
4
dropped
years.
Miss Me.
Miss Me
around
was
there.
standing later, 2010.
I love that song.
that's
And Take
that's-
Care, Take Care came out 2011.
I fucking
Nothing
love
was the same 2013.
because that's probably when it started shifting.
Yeah, but it wasn't fully shifted. We
But
still
it
knew who was a
started.
heavy hitter.
It started though at that point.
It was like,
The song Forever with Ye, Eminem, Drake.
well, yeah, he was the
Forever, wasn't it?
Forever was the name. Yeah.
Forever, yeah, it was Forever.
That
Oh, no,
that
Jay-Z
song.
was not on that.
Jay-Z was not on. Eminem was on it.
God, yo,
It was
that
Eminem,
sounds so
Kanye,
dumb.
Drake.
It started off with Drake, went Kanye, Wayne, Eminem.
wait. Why you ask?
Because that was around the end for Wayne.
Yeah, but I'm saying those 3-4 years were like, bro, Lollipop,
Oh,
fucking Mr. Carter,
But that's kind of the point I'm trying to
even
make
with
to
the
you guys.
fucking
It was
I
3
can't believe I had a
years.
brain freeze. Oh my god, with his group.
But that's what I'm trying to say to you
500
guys.
degrees?
That was 3 years. It was 3 years where Wayne was like worldly considered. the
Fireman,
greatest
bling
rapper
bling,
alive.
like
He was considered the greatest rapper
Go
alive
DJ.
from a lot of people in that time.
Lollipop.
Go DJ was younger. He was much younger than Go DJ.
yeah, but we were seeing it.
Yeah, yeah.
It gets different. Fireman, like I said.
I actually hated that song. Fun fact.
What?
Fireman was one of my least favorite songs in the
Fireman.
fucking world.
Fireman.
My brother used to play that
Birdman,
song, and I used to be like,
I
"Turn
got
this
him."
shit off, bro. Turn this shit off." And I am one of Wayne's.
Sound like my
biggest fans.
daddy.
I hated that shit, bro.
And then he did a shit ton of features.
That's one person we could go to for the early 2000 takes.
What?
Is his
My
brother.
That's all
Oh, we
I'm
got
gonna
one
say.
on that.
He's still in that. He's still in that realm.
My dude called me the other day and said, "Yo, you know Lloyd Banks dropped an album."
Yo, I heard. I
I'm not
saw
even-
people bugging. I heard it was good. I'm actually turning into
Yo,
it.
I love my brother, and I'm going to listen.
I used
to
to
that
love
album,
Lloyd Banks.
but like it was the
Out of
most-
G Unit, that was my like. Apart from 50,
Yeah.
that was my
I
guy.
was never a big.
Bro, I used to
like,
download the mixtape and
50
everything.
Is probably the
LimeWire,
most I get
those
into.
I can't do shit.
I love Banks, and I'm happy because I know like I think it was like 2 or 3 years ago he came out and said ain't nobody looking for a Lloyd Banks album, so you could tell he wasn't in a good place. So I'm happy he dropped an album. It's something I'll listen to. But the fact that my brother called me of all people, it's like, "Yo, Lloyd Banks dropped an album." He was hyped, and I was like, "Oh, dude, that's awesome!" Like I was like, "That's cool," but like Lloyd Banks is yo.
I'm sorry, I
Mad ghetto, bro. I felt like I was in high school when people started talking about that shit.
Oh man,
I ain't looking for.
But like, just to top that off, it's like 2000, 2010. There was no rap. There were a lot of good rappers.
Wayne was highly considered the greatest rapper.
It
And
was
nobody
a
won
lot,
Artist
it
of the
was a
Decade.
lot more of
Like I said,
a even playing field back then. More so, like everybody had their stints, but the level was way higher than now. Because like now, like a little baby, like you think Lil Baby makes it back then with all those rappers out?
No. Hold on. Y'all said Little Baby is top right now.
I didn't say top. I said hottest, bro.
Hottest. You gotta get it
Hot.
together.
If you put your hand in that candle, that shit gonna get hot.
Jamal's getting hot.
Tell me.
Never mind.
Tell me your hand is the.
I was about to say he's bigger than Travis. I was just about to say
No,
that.
hell
You getting
no.
disrespectful.
But that's what I mean. But y'all
Wait, what do you mean?
hottest.
Disrespectful how?
To compare him with Travis.
Like
Little Baby.
meaning.
Like guys.
Meaning Lil Baby's bigger than Travis?
No, Travis is bigger than Lil
Oh, thank you.
Sorry,
Thank you.
bro.
He's got to make sure.
No.
You know Travis is here.
You see, but
Throwing shits out.
Travis has that in-person aspect that Lil Baby doesn't have. Because, me personally, I can speak for myself because I've been in fucking Travis Scott mosh pits before. It gets wild.
Tier 3.
Who, Travis? Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm not
he's-
mad at that because he's young. I mean,
he's still
how many
young.
albums? 3?
I mean,
Travis, 3?
like studio albums, I think
3?
he's on 3.
Yeah.
3, but then he has mixtapes.
See? He's with a
Y'all-
Kardashian. He's chilling right now.
Y'all want to say
For now, yeah, for now. Let's not get carried away,
They
though.
got like an open relationship right now, or whatever.
Yeah,
it is.
whatever that
Vibing,
means.
bro.
You see, because he knows. He's like, that shit that happened to Kanye, it happened to me.
We gonna play it low key. But on that note, let us know where you guys label your tiers at. Let us know who's winning the NBA Finals. Let us know who's winning the MLB Finals.
Comments, subscribe, like, DM us, send suggestions. I want everybody's thoughts and opinions.
And we're out.
Deuce.